welcome to Schmitt Music Expo. Schmitt Music Expo Day 2. I like how my little ring light is kind of adding a little something going on here. It's kind of fun, right? Schmitt Music Expo. How much fun is that? How are you guys doing? I am super excited to be here today. So yesterday, you learned about the first 5 most powerful teaching techniques and how to listen to your inner voice in your heart, in your mind, and to listen to your students and how to lead your students to successful learning by implementing the exclusive UMT program into your teaching. So today, are you ready for today? Give me a little thumbs up in the chat box. Just share with me if you are a teacher. Just state your name and where you're from. Let me know you're hanging out with me today. That would be awesome. So today you're going to learn the second technique. So the second technique, plus you're going to learn how you can get your free $100 value pack of the Ultimate Music Theory Complete Rudiments Workbook, plus the collector's item of the tote bag, the UMT tote bag. And this is a free gift from Schmitt Music Expo. How cool is that? While supplies last. I should add that in there, while supplies last. So let's get started. You want to make sure to stick around so that you can learn how you can get your free gift. I'm Glory St. Germain. I'm author of the Ultimate Music Theory series and creator of the Ultimate Music Theory certification course for teachers, which is you, and our new UMTC Elite Educator program that brings massive success to your teaching studio business. And that's what I'm here. We're talking about music theory and we're talking about the music theory business. Oh, hey, Monica from Minnesota. Great to see you here. Thanks for hanging out with me. So let's talk about the number one reason students quit lessons. What do you think it is? Go ahead and share with me in the chat box. What do you think is the number one reason that students quit lessons? What do you think it is? Well, you might think it's because of money. You might think that. Or you might think it's because of scheduling. It doesn't work for you. Well, you are about to learn the second of the 5 most powerful teaching techniques today, and you're going to discover the essential technique to avoid students quitting lessons. So our next letter is, are you ready for this? Drum roll, please. E, the big reveal. EEducate. So I have a question for you. What's one word that describes what educate means to you? What's one word? One word. Hey, Marty from Kansas, welcome today. Thanks for joining us. So what is one word that describes what educate means to you? I want you to share that with me in the chat box. So one word that educate, the word educate, what's one word that kind of defines that for you as a teacher? When you say, well, yes, I educate, what does that word mean for you? So I'm going to give you a couple of little things that resonates with me. So one word. So as educators, our job description is to educate, of course. And that one word for you might be to guide, to train, to coach, to elevate, to inform, cultivate, develop, prepare, uplift, share, enlighten, drill, improve, instruct, lead, teach. Now, with that many skill sets required to educate, I think we should all increase our lesson fees. Who's with me on that one, right? I really think we should. I think we should. It's just our time. So with the UMT program, it's easy to educate, and here's how it works. So for example, in the Prep 1 Rudiments workbook, so that's the green workbook, if you have that one, on page 107, so I'm just going to flip over, and this would be like the beginner workbook for maybe students that are starting. We have like ABC books that start with the very young beginners, but this one might be for your Oh, maybe your 8 or 9 year olds, your adult students, those that just want to get started learning music theory, they should start in the Prep 1 Rudiments workbook. Now, on page 107 in your workbooks, students are learning about copying music. How to copy music. They're going to copy The Turtle, written by Sheila McKibben-Uren. Oh no, The Turtle. Oh, that one's written by me. Sheila's the co-author with me on a number of workbooks, and we are always writing music that is applicable to understanding the the theory concept. So this is about The Turtle, and of course it's Largo. So copying is the first skill in all learning. So in the prep level, they are also going to be correlated to the Prep 1 supplemental workbook. So here they're learning about copying. So that's number one. So when you are in the supplemental workbook, that's this guy, and we've made it super easy for you because you can see the green book is on the front cover. So these two books are taught together. So now inside of the Prep 1 Rudiments workbook, and you will see that the title is at the top, and it introduces melody writing. And this indicates to use this with the Prep 1 Rudiments workbook on page 107. And here students are going to be building knowledge, and they're not only learning now how to copy the music, but we're going to explore a little bit more, and they're going to be composing their own measures using a given rhythm. So now we've provided them with the exercise of copying, as you can see, I hope. And then here they're simply going to add in their own little concept using the given rhythmic pattern. And one of the things that we're really passionate about in the Ultimate Music Theory program is really cumulative knowledge. So we want to build rhythmic and melodic into melody writing, and it's really important that we build cumulative knowledge because that's how our students learn successfully. So how do you master teaching music theory? That's my question for you guys. How do you master teaching music theory, especially when you want to teach effectively to children, to adults, to various learning styles, right? Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. And what about those that have different levels of abilities? Those that maybe learn slower, those that just kind of go at a regular pace, their own pace, those that learn faster. You give them something and they're already 5 pages ahead. How do you do that? How do you teach group lessons online? How do you teach group lessons in person? I really want to help you master your teaching techniques and develop marketing skills to grow your music business inside our new UMTC Elite Educator program. And I'm so super excited. So here's where the big deal is for you guys to get your free stuff from Schmitt Music Expo. You're getting the complete rudiments workbook and also the UMT Topag. This is our collector's item here. So here's how you do it. When you book a free exclusive 15-minute call to apply to learn more about our new UMTC Elite Educator program, Schmitt Music will give you a $100 gift pack of the complete music theory workbook and the tote bag. And this is only this week during the Schmitt Music Expo. So how do you apply? You simply go to my.ultimatemusictheory.com/apply. And now it's time to educate our students about ICE. So make sure to get there and apply now, right? Okay, great. I see you all hanging out with me today. Thank you. And even if you're watching the replay, make sure that you go to my.ultimatemusictheory.com/apply to sign up for your free 15-minute conversation, a little chat with me about our new UMTC Elite Educator program. So let's talk about EEducate. Educate our students about ICE. So what is ICE? Well, I'm from Canada, so we have a lot of ICE up here, but we certainly are a network of global educators, teachers all over the world using the Ultimate Music Theory program, and certainly are inside our UMTC Elite Educator program. So educate our students about ICE, and ICE is Imagine, Compose, and Explore. So each supplemental workbook includes form and analysis and melody writing and music history. And it has the corresponding rudiments workbook on the cover, as I showed you. So here's how to educate students on composing using the ICE method. So first, and I'm just going to show you inside our, just because I happen to have it here, prep supplemental. So here's a page on ICE. Ooh. So the first thing is imagine. So compose, that can be kind of a scary word for students, right? They're like, what do you mean compose? So let's just use the ICE method. So first, imagine. So imagine what the musical idea is about. And you want to complete the title, of course, using your imagination. So here it says waltzing with, and now you're going to complete that. Waltzing with, don't say Matilda. Waltzing with, think like a child. Waltzing with my cat, waltzing with my puppy, with my doll, with my best friend, waltzing with who, right? You're going to fill in the blank. So that's where we're going to start to kind of use your imagination. And of course, you're the composer, so you're going to fill in your name as the composer. And now you're going to compose a melody using the suggested melodic and rhythmic patterns that are outlined here. And you're going to end on the tonic note C. And that just makes it simple because now we're bringing it, of course, to a conclusion. And next, we're going to explore. So now we're going to explore the music and we're going to add some sola sparkles using dynamics and articulation. And sola sparkles are just kind of what makes the music fancy and makes it just a little more interesting. So you might want to use slurs, you might want to use staccatos, you might want to add a fermata. What dynamics do you want to use? Do you want to make it forte, crescendos, decrescendo, and so on? So have fun using ICE because your students are going to absolutely love this. And I can't wait to chat with you and learn more about how you teach and how you connect with your students and learn about your goals. How do you want to grow? And I want to help you grow your music business. So remember to book your 15-minute exclusive call with me, Glory St. Germain, now so that you can learn more about the UMTC Elite Educator Program. So simply go to my.ultimatemusictheory.com/apply. And make sure you mention Schmitt Music to get your free $100 gift pack while supplies last, so make sure you book it now. So what really impacts learning? What really impacts learning? And that is how we our other how we engage. How we engage. Engage your students and captivate their imagination with vivid images and fun activities that inspire them to learn faster. Did you know, little story for you, that the brain does not pay attention to things that are boring? It just doesn't. The number one reason that students quit music lessons is a lack of interest. It's not because they can't afford it. It's not because it doesn't fit into their schedule. It is just simply because they're just not interested. And I, for one, as an educator, take full responsibility for that. If your students are quitting, maybe we need to look at ourselves. How do we engage and how do we educate? Those are the key factors in really maintaining our students. And I want to help you learn that. We only learn when we are interested in learning a subject. Think about that. Or when we're motivated to learn a subject. Or when somebody tells us that we're going to get paid to learn a subject. If someone said, I'm going to pay you to learn how to do this, you'd probably say, sure, I'm up for that. If you're going to pay me, I'm happy to learn it. So little story for you, little glory story. I remember my dad telling me he would pay me $1 per hour if I practiced my piano. And I said, really? You're going to pay me to practice? He said, yes, I will. Because he knew the importance of music education, and I come from a very musical family, and of course, it was just part of what we did. So off I went to the piano to practice for hours and hours every day, and then collect the cash. And it worked because, woo, look at me now, ha ha ha. So maybe your parents or maybe you want to get your little cash flow going if you practice. So inside the UMT workbooks, when teaching intervals, for example, I want to give you a fun idea. How to engage students in new ways is by using the UMT dry erase whiteboards. So these whiteboards, actually Sheila McKibben-Uran and I designed these whiteboards. If you haven't used them yet, they're absolutely essential for all studios. And they're designed with the staff, of course, you can see it here, and the circle. You can do rhythm division. You can see how I've got my 2 quarter notes and my half note here. And you can also use the circle when you're teaching the circle of fifths. And it has the keyboard on it. So it's just such a great teaching tool. You can have students write out the melodic intervals of a familiar melody, such as, Mary Had a Little Lamb. You can see me using it here. And then you can ask your students to use their imagination and add their sola sparkles of dynamics and articulation. And then they can play it. They can play it low, they can play it middle, or they can play it high. And then you can say, well, where is the music written? Well, in fact, the music is written as indicated in the middle. They can even add some harmony. They can add some chords. There's so many things that you can do, and it's really fun to erase. So remember to teach different things and teach things differently. That's what makes learning fun. Educate students with creativity and a little bit of craziness, because that's just fun, and I love to have fun when I'm teaching. So implement, educate, and engage technique. Be fun! Exclamation mark. Be fun. So discover how you can become a UMTC Elite Educator. Make sure to book your exclusive 15-minute call now. Simply go to my.ultimatemusictheory.com/apply. And remember to mention Schmitt Music to get your free $100 gift pack of the Ultimate Music Theory Complete Rudiments Workbook and the collector's item of your UMT tote bag. And I will see you tomorrow in day 3 when we learn the third learn technique, the most important teaching skill that every teacher needs. And this one may surprise you. So remember to book your call now because this offer is only valid while supplies last and only during Schmitt Music Expo. So you've got to book your call. Can't wait to learn more about your teaching business. So if you are a music educator, a music teacher, this is for you. So book your call now. I look forward to chatting with you at my.ultimatemusictheory.com/apply. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Even if you're watching the replay, you can leave me a little chat and I'll come back and share the link with you. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye now.